Hey, hey, friends. It's Cindy with C3 Cottage Crafts. Today we're going to do mustard. First thing, I always pull my hair up. Don't want to have hair in my food. So when you hop on, say hello, let me know you're here. Just trying to adjust my camera here because I'm going to have to be backwards, just so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be in and out of the camera, just so I can get everything together. So when y'all hop on, say hello. I'm getting all my things together to do the canning. Turn my stove on. I'll probably, hey Joanne, I'll have to walk around holding my camera. So what we're going to do is make mustard today and can it. So I'll turn y'all around so y'all can see how big my canner is. That's how big it is. It is so big I have to pull it out from behind my stove. Hello, Connie. Thanks for sprinkling. So that's how big it is. And then, of course, you got to put 3 inches of water in it with the tray. This is the tray. So I have a tray in the bottom already. And I have 3 inches of water, and I've already got it going. Once I get it going, then I'll put the jiggler on it. And this lets me know that it gets the temperature. Hello, everybody. So the first thing to make your mustard, if you get your pen and paper, you can have my recipe. And all you have to do is water bath this. You don't have to pressure can it. You just water bath it. Which means you get your water boiling, and when your lids and everything are sealed, then you put it in the water bath and let it boil for the time allotted. So, with that being said, you're going to start out with white vinegar. I'm backwards, y'all. I'm sorry. It's going to be 3 cups of white vinegar and 3 cups of your regular vinegar. And I need to grab more because this is almost empty. So, hold that thought, y'all. Let me grab my other vinegar here. Got the new one to make sure. Well, hello, Daryl Dad. How are you? So the first thing that we're going to do is put 3 cups of the white vinegar in my saucepan. This wasn't even 2. So, y'all wanted to see how to can? Well, y'all are going to learn to can today. Already getting my vegetables going. So, I'll be canning vegetables next. Can't plant them in the ground here until after Mother's Day. But doesn't mean I can't start at my canning room. I'll even show y'all my canning room. Alright, that's the 3 cups of the white vinegar. And I do, let me see if I can turn this down. I do have a pot right there, a pan, that I'm putting it in. So let me, I don't want y'all to fall over. Because being backwards and doing this by myself is a chore. But you know what? I do it anyway. Alright, and there's my 3 cups of apple cider vinegar. 3 cups of my white vinegar. So we're going to put that into my pan here. I'm going to grab my whisk out. And we're going to put that in there. Then you need ground mustard. Y'all, this is what ground mustard looks like. I'm sure y'all know, but here in Pennsylvania, I can buy it in bulk. So, that's what I do. And then I just measure out. You're going to need 4 cups of ground mustard. I always like tap mine down. Lord have mercy, I'm making a mess. Crap. Let me see if I can turn. Well, I can't even get this to turn down. But anyway, it's 4 cups of the ground mustard in my cup. I tap it to make sure that I have 4 cups. Then I just take a knife and go across to make it even. I'm going to be vacuuming my kitchen when I'm done because I've done got it all over the floor. But are you really cooking if you don't make a mess? And canning does make a mess. So we need 4 cups of this. So that's 2. My little stand here will not hold my iPad, or I'd have had my iPad in here, but it won't hold it. So we have to improvise with a little old tripod. All right, that's 3 cups, and this is going to be my 4th cup. All right, once you get your 4 cups of ground mustard in your pan, because you are going to have to warm this up. So, I don't know if y'all can, I know I can't. Let me see if I can turn this like this. All right. You probably won't see me, but that's okay. So we're just going to stir this up. And if y'all want the recipe, let me know. I do have it. Y'all can, I can post it or send it to you however you want it. Then it's going to be 4 tablespoons, or teaspoons, excuse me. Oh, wait, that's not a teaspoon. Oh, please. Lord have mercy, we don't want too much. And they're scattered everywhere, so my teaspoons, because I do a lot of bacon. Okay, here's a teaspoon. All right, so it's going to be 4 teaspoons of garlic powder. This I don't even really measure. I mean, I measure it, but I don't make it, you know, even. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 4 garlic. And then we're going to do 4 salt. Now, I do use a lot of times the Himalayan salt. But before I open up a new one, I want to use up the salt that I have here. I can't even see the comments. Let me pull you back up. See, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Hello, Cheerio. How are you? I hope you're well rested. Hello, Kiss a Frog, Judy and Tony. Welcome in. We're canning mustard. So now we're going to do, that was 4 teaspoons of the garlic. Now it's going to be 4 teaspoons of salt. Sugar is optional. But I'm doing salt right now. So that's 3 and 4. Then you're going to take turmeric. And it's 4 turmeric. So there's 1, 2, and I'll show you on my canner for those that are just coming in. 3, because my canner is huge. 4, and this canner will hold 19 jars. 19 of this size, and 14 of the quart. All right, so now we're going to stir all this in here. Now you're going to take paprika. I just have the regular paprika. And it's going to be 2 teaspoons of that. And like I said, I use my measuring cups or measuring spoons. But I don't, you know, like, make sure it's right on the thing. Even. Or scoop it off to make it flat. So once you get all that done, I'm going to have to move you over here now with me. Oh, is Scott on? He's outside with... Maybe he is. I can't see who all's on. So, let me show you how this looks now. I got to flip you down. Not having my iPad in here is a pain in the butt. Can y'all see that? So now what you do... Let me lift you back up. Jesus. There we go. Scott must be... You've never seen no one can mustard? Oh my God, we can't... I can everything. Alright, so now that I have all this together, then it is 4 tablespoons of sugar. You can put it in or you can omit it. Since it's making a big batch, I will put it in. So let me turn this around. So that's my canner. That's how big my canner is. This is the lid. This son of a gun is heavy. But that's how big it is. Look, it won't even fit under my microwave. I have to pull my stove out because it will not fit. Lord have mercy, y'all looking at a mess. All right, what is Scott saying? He must be saying something. There's some laughy faces coming up. Your homemade mustard is the best. Oh, thanks. I'm not a mustard eater, y'all. Scott is. All right. So, I'll be right back. I gotta grab my sugar. And this is 4 tablespoons. Oops, I turned the wrong burner on. Oh, please. And like I said, the sugar is optional. You don't have to put it in. I mean, if you buy sugar off at the store, it doesn't have sugar in it. So, once you get all this in the pan, we're going to stir it up really well. Just got a mess everywhere, y'all. My counter's only but so big. I don't know if y'all can see that, my pan. Because I can't, oh yeah, you can. All right, just want to make sure everybody can see. So, you have to put it on the stove and you mix it up to where you want it. And you can see, let me pull it off the thing because my light on my microwave is not working. So I'm going to show you all this turns into yellow mustard. Let me turn the dang on thing around. So it turns to yellow mustard once you mix all that in. All right, I'm going to turn your back around. Gotta look at me again. So just put it on the burner. You can bring it to a boil. You get it to the consistency that you want. And then you start pouring it into your jars. So let me find my little funnel. Because I don't want to make a mess on a live. If I was not on a live, I wouldn't worry about a mess. But I got to find my funnel. Actually, I'll have to take you with me. Because it's in my canning room, I'm sure. So, I'll take you to my canning room. And I'll turn it around so y'all can see. It's a hot mess, so don't judge me. That's my canning room, y'all. There's all my canning jars, all my canning stuff that we can over there. All the fruits, jellies, jams, spaghetti sauce, potatoes, squash. Okay, y'all have to look at me again. I gotta find my funnel. I don't know where the hell my funnel went. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna make a mess, y'all. Because I don't know what I did with my funnel. And by the end of the summer, all that will no longer be empty jars. That will be full jars. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to sit you back on the counter. Don't go nowhere. All right, that's good there. I got this going, getting it hot, because it takes a bit for that. So, I'm going to be in and out of the camera. Okay, I found my funnel. So let me close this stuff up so I can move this out of the way without spilling anything. And y'all, in the canner, you need to put at least 3 inches of water in there. Corner cabinet. Yeah, I found it, Scott. You probably put it there, huh? That's a nice grocery store. It will be. Listen, even this pantry right here has canned stuff in it. Because like I said, I can. When it comes to do my vegetables, I'll even bring you on for that. Let me move this. And we're going to grab the jars. I've already washed my jars. You want to make sure your jars are washed. Your rings. I've already done a lot of this because it will take some time, but your little caps here, or your rings, your lids, whatever, years ago they told you had to boil on this, that, and the other. You don't. All right. That's done. So, for my liking, put that over there. Then all we're going to do is pour the mustard in. And you're only going to go to the rim. You got to leave some head space. All right, so that's one. We're going to see how many this makes because I can't remember off the top of my head. Scott is a big mustard eater, so we go through some mustard. He goes through some mustard. I'm the ketchup eater. Ketchup and mayonnaise. The only thing I put mustard on is Lebanon bologna. Other than that, I use mayonnaise on my sandwiches. Alright, so this is going to make 4 in a piece. So we're going to set this over here. Actually, I'm going to make the piece. It just won't be a full jar, but that's alright. I can put it in the refrigerator for him once I can it. So this is actually going to make 4, and let's see how many I get out of the rest of this. 4 1/4 is what I'm guessing. All right. Put that in my sink and put this in my sink. Then once I have all that done, let me see if I can, so y'all can see the mustard. Then I take white vinegar and I put it on a napkin. And then I wipe my rims, because you want to make sure your rims are clean when you go to put your lid on it, because you want them to seal. If there's anything on the rim of your jar, it will not seal. So I just go around, wipe all my rims to make sure that there's nothing on my rims. No residue, no nothing. No judging over here, it just makes mashed potato salad. Alright, so I'll have to read the comments afterwards because I can't even see them all. Then you're just going to put your rings on, and you're just going to screw them on finger tight. It doesn't have to be tight. Alright, now I've got that going. It's just not hot yet. And actually, I think I'm going to make another batch. And then I'll be able to fill this jar up. So, we're going to do this again. I just need to wipe this off so I don't have anything on my side of my pan. Because this way I can fill the bottom of my canner up. I'll have to read the comments afterwards. This is when I wish I had my iPad in here, but I don't. Alright, so we're going to go back to the 3 cups of white vinegar. And then it's going to be 3 cups of your apple cider vinegar. Alright. Just throwing everything in my sink, y'all. All right, then we're going to pour our seasonings back over here. And it's going to be 4 cups of your ground mustard. And like I said, I tap mine to make sure that I get 4 cups across my measuring cup. I just tap it and then pour it in. And we have a little Mennonite store here, so we can buy ground mustard in bulk. And I tell you, it's cheaper for me to make my mustard than it is to buy the mustard. So it's going to be 4 cups of the ground mustard. And all I'm doing is just tapping it down to make it even. And I can hear my pan getting ready now. So by the time I'm done with this, the pan will be ready. And like I was telling y'all the other night, did y'all know you can pan pineapple upside down cake? You can do brownies. Now their shelf life is not like when you pressure can this, but it can be done. I have done it. I make pie filling, so when I want to make a pie, pour it into the pie shell and bake it. All right, so we got the mustard in there. Oh, I need my whisk. Oh, please. If Scott wasn't out babysitting Bentley, he'd be in here helping me. But the Gap has been firing off, and Bentley has shook himself almost into a daggone seizure. So he's got to sit out there with him. All right, so after we get that in there, you're going to take your garlic powder. And it's 4 of these. It's 4 of everything but the paprika. So this is the garlic. Oh, just might empty the jar. Well, it did empty the jar. So that's the 4 garlic. I'm going to do the 4 salt. Yes, I use Tupperware for everything. I don't want that big hunk of salt. This is all teaspoons, by the way. Okay, after the salt, you're going to do the turmeric. Well, we're going to empty the rest of that in there too. 4 turmeric, and then it's 2 paprika. And again, this is all teaspoons. And then tablespoon, you can put 4 tablespoons of sugar if you choose. Boy, I'm up close and personal with y'all, but I'm trying to lean over everything. And I don't do the 4 because Scott's really cut down on sugar. So I do the 3. And then just stir it up. And then we're going to put it back on the stove because you want it to get hot and kind of get like a rolling boil. Let me see if I have. I got to grab more jars, y'all. Alright, so we know that did 4. So let me grab 4 jars. It did 4 in a piece. Alright, sorry guys. All right, there's my other 4 jars. Just make sure you get this mixed up really well. And it will change colors to yellow. It won't be the orange or the deep orange like the like the paprika. And all my jars and stuff have been washed. Hey Brenda, how are you? Marco Polo. Does that lid need to be on my canner? It will be. This is my recipe. I mean, you may be able to find one online, but this is my recipe. I have a lot of recipes from my grandmas and good stuff like that. All right, it's turning yellow the way I want. And this, you only have to water bath this, so you don't have to put the jiggler on it for it to build up pressure. But when I put it in, I don't start my timer until it starts boiling, because it needs to water bath it. That's what they call it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fill these jars. Whoa, Nelly. I've done made a mess everywhere, y'all, so I'm going to ladle it out like I normally do, but because I made a mess down the side of my counter. You know, and if you want this to be spicy mustard, you can add cayenne pepper to it. I know some people like spicy brown mustard. I really don't eat mustard, so and Scott, he likes my mustard, so he's the only one I really got to worry about. Lacking it. Okay, that's 3. No, that's 2. This will be 3. You know, and the longer you leave it on to boil, the thicker it will get. The very first time that I ever made mustard, it came out thick like mayonnaise. So it was trial and error for me. So now I've learned to boil it enough to get a little rapid boil, because once it goes into the canner and it does the water bath thing, and this I didn't let boil as long as the other. All right, so there we go. Again, I'm just going to take my paper towel here. And I always use white vinegar because it doesn't really have a strong taste like apple cider vinegar. So then I just go around again, wipe my jars, make sure the rim is clean. And then put my lids on it. And then we're just going to screw them finger tight. And then I'm going to stick them in my jar, in my canner. And y'all, I use tongs, whatever, that's for canning, because this water does get hot and it will burn you, and it's worse than glue. Alright, so, and like I said, this will hold 19 jars, but we're not doing 19. Actually, I only need that to lift out. Until it starts rising, then, I'll have to use the tongs. So that's 5. This is 6. 7. And 8. So we're putting 8 jars in here. And then if you want to add jars on top of it, that's when the second one of these come in handy. I'm not using any more jars, but that will hold my jars together. So, now we'll put the lid on. Hopefully y'all can still see what I'm doing. And this is the All-American canner, y'all. You just put it on. And you'll hear it when it starts to boil. Because, I'm going to turn it back around, turn you around. Because this thing here, all the air will come out. So if you're canning where you have to pressure can it, once the steam starts coming out and it steams for a good 5 to 6 minutes, then you put the jiggler on it. Can y'all hear me now? Did I hit the stupid thing? Can y'all hear me now? Did I mute myself? I could have been singing and y'all would have never known. Can you hear me now? Would that be a yes? Or y'all reading my lips? Okay, so let me start over. So with the jiggler, once the steam comes out that hole, with these numbers on here, there's a 5, 10, and 15, and that depends on your elevation. For my area, it would be 10 pounds of pressure. So once the steam comes up, and it consistently comes for 5 to 10 minutes, I would put this on the 10. Once it starts jiggling, and I mean, I'll put it on when the steam comes up. I'll let y'all hear what it sounds like, but you don't have to do it for mustard. So, but for different things, it's different. My area is always going to be 10 pounds of pressure. The time is what's different. And these jars here, which are pint jars, depending on the vegetable, can be anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes. And in the quart jars, it's longer. If I do soups or meats or anything, then I have to do them for 90 minutes in a quart jar. So, it does take a while. Yes, you can hear me. Oh, I'm frozen? Well, damn. What the heck? And I'm inside where my internet is. So, I'm just waiting for the steam to come up. Once my steam comes up, I'll put this on and show y'all how it works. Even though I don't have to use this for mustard. But I am growing my vegetables. So once my vegetables grow, we'll do, not froze on your screen, good. Good, okay, I'm glad y'all aren't froze. So once all my vegetables start growing and we can put out in the back 40, then I'll do vegetables. Corn is, I might have to do a video for corn, because if I try to do that on a live, y'all would be with me for a couple hours, and nobody wants to sit on a live for a couple hours. At least I don't. I can't speak for anybody else. Not watching somebody can, because canning, I would have to cut it off the cob, which everybody knows how to do. When I can, I do not use any fluids at all. I dry can everything. Some things I have to use fluids for. But most of everything else I do, I dry can. Good. I'm glad I'm not frozen. Hello, Ruben. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Connie. I think I said hi to Connie and Joanne and Cheerio. And hello, Steve and Tony and Melissa. And my friend Levon. Y'all, I have missed all these comments, and I apologize. But, you know what? I will go back and read them. I still have to go read all my comments from a couple of days ago. The last couple of days have been crazy here for us between doctor's appointments. And y'all saw I put up my post last night. Y'all, we are staying positive. And we're just going to keep trudging through. But I appreciate all y'all's thoughts and prayers. That's for sure. This is the long process here, is waiting for this. Hey, Ruben! Hello, Vicky! Is the process for this to come up. That's why I put the lid on it and sealed it to hopefully process it a little quicker. You've canned corn, Judy? Do you put liquid in yours, or juice, or brine, or whatever? The only thing I put brine in is in pickles. All my other vegetables, I use just the salt, a pat of butter, and I pack my jar with my vegetables. I use no fluid, no liquid at all. And I can feel the... Over here it's kind of dark because my light went out on my microwave. But I can start to feel the air come out of the little spout here. So just once it comes out, then I'll put this on so y'all can hear the jiggle. So you don't do liquid either. Yep, I like to dry can everything. I don't want my stuff mushy. Oh, I busted your eardrum? I'm so sorry, Cheerio. I just wanted to make sure you were awake. Look, I think we all slept in today. Everybody. But you know what? That's just our bodies saying, yo, y'all need to slow down before y'all are sick. And I never sleep that late. Thanks, Melissa. That's it. You know what? I'm just going to stay positive. I can't change what is, but I can choose how I handle it. And some days are tougher than others. The obstacles and the challenges, every time we go to the doctor and we hear something different, you know, it does kind of put a frown on your day, so to speak. But, you know, we just got to stay positive. I mean, I don't know what else to do, you know what I mean? Well, you can't say that anymore, Sherry, because you did today. And that was your body telling you, yo, Cheerio, slow down before you're sick. Because if you're sick, you can't take care of Angel. So listen to your body. You didn't get up until 9:36. It was almost 9 o'clock. 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't even know. I went out to the cottage, made my coffee, and did my video. But it was well-needed sleep. I obviously needed it. All right, so the air's coming out. So now I put my little jiggler on. And not that you need it to do the mustard. Because like I said, this you only have to water bath for 15 minutes. But once you put the jiggler on, let me turn this around again. There is a, what the heck? A gauge here. And this will tell you when it gets up to pressure. So when I do can my vegetables, meats, soups, or whatever, I do have to use that. But for mustard, we do not. So, Ruben, she does have a lot on her plate. She really does. So, y'all, this is the fun part, waiting for it to jiggle. But once it starts, the water starts boiling or this starts jiggling, then I'll time it for the 15 minutes. Because that's all you have to do is water bath this for 15 minutes. So if anybody wants the recipe, let me know. I will post it. That's about the time you got up to, Judy. See, sometimes we just say our bodies need it. My body says there isn't enough Calgon or Band-Aid to handle this body. Girl, I'm with you there. I could sleep. But today, I don't know what it was, but normally Scott and I both are up at the butt crack of dawn. But not today. Post it? Okay, I will. I have it right here. But I will post it. I'll take a picture and post it. Once that jiggles and after it's done, then you have to wait for the jars to seal. And you'll hear it when it seals because they pop. So while that's going on there, I'm going to... And I always use... This is just a bath mat. And I use it to put my hot jars on it. Is all I do. So I'm going to stick that right there. Yep, it's getting ready to jiggle. Did y'all hear it when I pulled it off? So y'all, can y'all hear it? So now I'll put this on. And all that's going to do is build up pressure to 10 pounds of pressure, which I don't need. I'm probably making y'all dizzy trying to move y'all around. Which for the mustard, like I said, you don't have to build that up to pressure because we're not pressure canning. It only has to boil for 15 minutes. So while that's doing that, I'll be right back. Y'all play Marco Polo. I'm going to draw me a sink full of water so I can throw these dishes in real quick. Actually, I'm going to throw them in my dishwasher. I just figured the old saying goes, a watched pot never boils. So maybe if I'm not washing my pot, it will boil. And I can put all this stuff in my dishwasher. Oh, I can hear it. It's getting ready to make the sound. Alright, that didn't take long to throw my dishes in my sink or in my dishwasher. As long as you don't turn off the lights. I won't turn off the lights. I got my lights on. But my kitchen's dark. I got to take my curtains down. I have black curtains up. Thermal curtains. Because it gets cold here. But I took them all down in the cottage today. So now I'm going to take these down. You always wanted to learn to can. I love canning. And you know, it's a lot of work. It is time consuming. The time consuming is if you have to snap your green beans, shell your butter beans or lima beans, whatever you want to call them, your peas, cutting things off the cob. So you can call this a small farmhouse. I do have a small farmhouse. I'm Fire Marshal Bill. Let me show you something. I do have a small little farmhouse. Don't mind my kitchen. Don't judge. I'll show you my whole entire kitchen. My kitchen is bigger than my living room. Let me turn you around. I love to can. I can everything. All right, this is my kitchen. So this is outside. If I walk up, this is, well, my porch. So if I walk in, this is my kitchen. It's nice and big. I don't want to make y'all dizzy. I do a lot of tomatoes too. That's my living room. My living room is smaller than my kitchen. But this is my living room. This is how big my living room is. But it's just a, you know, a cutesy little farmhouse. And this is my kitchen. It's my little laundry room, a spare bedroom, and then upstairs. But we ain't going up there. And then y'all saw my canning room, which is a nice size. So y'all just don't judge my kitchen because it's a hot mess. Sort of like me. But, you know, hey. I'm going to throw the rest of these dishes in my dishwasher. Scott and I was up this morning. We went to the local, because you know, Meatloaf's not ready for freezer camp yet. So we went to the local butcher and got our meats and stuff. And got all that put away. But y'all can can anything. You can field peas and tomatoes, but you haven't done it in a year. Oh, I make a lot of jelly. But listen, I cheated because they came out with, Ball came out with the jelly maker. And I love it. I love my jelly maker. So while we're waiting for that to go, we're going to go on another little field trip. I'll show you my jelly maker. I cheated. That is the jelly maker by Ball. And you just throw everything in there and it does everything for you. It's dusty. But yeah, I have jellies that I've done. That's what's left of my jellies. We go pick our jam. And that's peaches and pie filling. That's tomatoes. This is venison. This is actually chili. I can my own chili. That's onions, potatoes, and that's squash. Now squash you do have to use liquid in because it's so light it'll float to the top. So yeah. And then all my jars. And all that will be full. That will be full by the end of the summer. Whether it be jelly, you've never seen a jelly maker? Ball makes it. You know, back in the day, we had to do it on the pot like I did the mustard in. That was kind of pot that I would use, and you use either the pectin or, well, pectin you put in it, and then you'd have to put the wax on the jars. I don't know if y'all remember that back in the day, but that's all changed. Yeah, the jelly maker is awesome. That's right, put seatbelts on. I can, but never used a pressure cooker. Oh, I love my canner. This one, I have my mom's old one that's probably like 50 years old, that might even be older than that I used for many years until Scott got me that one, the All-American. Yeah, back in the day, you had to put wax on top of the jelly. And when you went to eat the jelly, you have to cut the wax off. But I mean, it did nothing to it. It was called what? Sure wax, Sure Gel. I don't even know. But yeah, you had to put the wax on it. My grandma had a cherry tree. And she'd go out and pick cherries. Well, we'd all pick cherries. I even bought me a pitter, a cherry pitter, because we do go pick fruit to do our jellies and our jams. And yeah, we have an orchard on the other side of our property that's just not, we need to get another apple tree because they have to cross-pollinate. That's it, paraffin wax. Yes, a lot has changed since the old days of canning. I mean, and if you read, like, some of the stuff from back in the olden days, they'll tell you still have to do it. Listen, I've been canning for years, and I don't have that problem. All right, it's getting ready to go, y'all. Sorry, I had to put my sugar up. Can y'all hear it? It's getting ready to jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see it because I can't see it. Yeah, the hot bath years ago, if you don't have to pressure can everything. For example, if you're going to pressure can, say you want to make chili or you want to do hamburger or chicken and can it. To do that, if you don't pressurize it, you got to water bath it for 3 hours. To make sure that everything seals. And yeah, that's the only thing. Pressure canning just cuts the time down. It's still a long time, but it cuts it down. Sounds like the raceway out there. Throw all this stuff away that is no longer. But I can hear the thing going now. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Oh. Hey, love bug. So y'all can hear it now, right? Turn you around. So that's how it jiggles. And all that does is make sure that now I know when that starts jiggling, my pan or my canner is up to the pressure it needs to be to pressure can it. And like I said, with the mustard, you don't have to put that on there. But I'm going to let it go for the 15 minutes. So 5 till 4, so 10 after 4. That will be done. Then I'll take it out, put it on the thing. And I don't know how quick. Sometimes the lids pop quickly and you'll be able to hear it. Didn't mean to walk away, but I'm trying to get everything cleaned up as I go. I can put all my stuff back in the good old pantry over here. But that's going. It's a jiggling. And I left my dang coffee cup out in my cottage, so Scott's out there with the Venster. Yep, the sound of the canner. Christiana, what time are you getting on the road, or are you? Y'all, did y'all see my sweet grandbaby singing Let It Go and Do You Want to Build a Snowman? I had to think of the song. I had my own personal concert. Y'all, I'm just putting all my stuff away. While that's going. Yep, the sound of sweetness. Can you grab me my coffee cup? Oh, he said it's not out there. He can't get in because I got the front door locked. Hold on, let me open the door. I found it was behind the vinegar. But thanks for coming in and looking. So, how many of y'all's going to try to can? Isn't she, Steph? Oh my God, that child is something else. She just sings and sings and sings. We stopped by there yesterday after Scott's doctor's appointment because the doctor we had to see yesterday was out sort of by Christiana. And soon as I walked into the door, she says, I want to swing and slide. She is too funny. She's such a sweet baby. She gets that from her meemaw. Oh, you're making me something. I thought you were making me coffee. I guess not. I thought he was making me coffee. And he wasn't. Okay. Yeah, I see my cup over here. So I'm going to post my... I got to get some more Camara come out. Can you? Well, I'll do it.
You want me to make the coffee?
Yeah, please. That would be wonderful. I appreciate you so much, Scott. You have no clue how much I do. To show you that again, what the swing and the slide. I mean, I swing this away and then slide this away. You can't wait to see your Maxie. Oh my God. I'm so excited for you, Steph. Grandkids are the best. I swear, if I knew... What?
We should have had them first.
Exactly. If I'd have known grandkids would have been this much fun, we'd have had them first. Bentley's out there just a-barking. So, how many of y'all are going to try to can mustard? Well, that's if you're a mustard eater. Everybody giggling. Trying to read some of these comments that I missed. Now you're looking for my poll? I don't have a poll. Scott has a poll. You're going to try it, Connie? Good. I'm going to post it for you. Hopefully y'all can read my handwriting. They are the best. They do. And you know what? Each one of my grandkids hold a special place in my heart. And I love them all the same, but I love them all differently. You're watching your 4-month grandbaby tomorrow? What'd you say? I love them all the same, but there's a different type of love for each one. I have a different bond with each one. I can, but never made mustard. I need to watch the replay since I was late. It's simple, I promise. Can it be made without canning it? You still have to water bath it. Or, if you want it to have a shelf life, you want to water bath it so the lids seal. And you only have to put it in boiling water for 15 minutes. Exactly. See, you understand what I'm saying, Judy. Hello, Miss Judy. What'd she say? I missed that. I done missed some comments. Oh, I can send you some stuff. You at least gotta try it. I gotta sneeze. You have 5 children and 1 grandchild. Well, we had 7 kids, and we have, let's see, I lose count because we have so many grandkids. But we had 7 kids. Christiana is the baby, and Michael was the oldest. Just a dash of this, a dash of that, write it down. So we have, see, Amberly had 2, Michael, DJ, Justin, Danielle, Christiana, Jordan. So, and we have one on the way, so 11. And, yep, 11. And then we have honorary grandkids, if you will. Because our oldest son, Michael, had 1, but his ex ended up getting married and having 2 kids, and we loved them just the same. I would not treat them any differently than I would treat Cassidy. So, let's see. Missed something here. I will share my grandkids with everybody. Oh, that's terrible. Judy, I feel so bad for your daughter. Alright, I gotta get out of the camera for a minute just so I can wipe this stuff down. My cabinet down. Not my cabinet, my counter. And my husband did make me a cup of coffee. I'm spoiled, y'all. I really am. But, I mean, I think we spoil each other. Put that back on before I lose it. And I'm going to wipe my counter down real quick. Because once that's done, hopefully you'll hear them pop. Sometimes they pop quick. Sometimes it can take up to 24 hours. And if it doesn't pop within the 24 hours, then you either have to reseal it or put it in the refrigerator. It doesn't mean that it's bad if it doesn't seal. It just means it doesn't have a shelf life without refrigeration. And making mustard does discolor your stuff until it's washed. All right, so it's coming to an end because the thing's not jiggling as much. But y'all really have to try it. Absolutely, Judy, absolutely. Let's see. All right, drive safe. We'll see you tomorrow, cheerio. This will be my live for today. I won't be doing a live tonight, but I will be tomorrow night. And there's only like 4 more minutes left, so we will have this done. Oh, I put my little thing away. I need it. I need this to pull the stuff out. I swear, they think it's the raceway out here. Alright. So now that it's counting down now, so I went ahead and turned my oven off. I'm not my oven, my stove. And then I'm going to move this over, because I cannot open the lid until it depressurizes. So, this thing is heavy. I have to get Scott to lift it. That's how heavy it is. I do can everything, Miss Judy. I mean, anything that we grow, we can. Everything. I try not to go to the grocery store. We go to the orchards and we make all of our own jelly. We pick it all. And all I'm doing here is just basically depressurizing it, because I can't take the lid off until it's done, or it will explode, because it's pressure that's built up. Only certain things you have to pressurize, and mustard is not one of them. You don't trust them? Oh, that's scary. Yeah, I have my mom's from years ago, but I'll never open these things until the pressure is totally gone, because I have heard horror stories. And then once all the air comes out, then I know that it's depressurized, and then I can take the lid off. And if it does blow up, if you take it off too soon and you cause it to explode, you could seriously get burned or hurt. I would never open one without it. Oh, your grandma, yeah. But you know, it's just like with anything else. You just have to make sure that you're doing it right. Follow all the directions so you don't get hurt. I mean, that's with anything. But yeah, when I first started learning to can, I was scared to death. I was petrified. And the first time I did it was with my mom. Now, when I can, my mom comes here and we'll can together. Yeah, that is scary. That's why I make sure all that is totally, you hear no more sound, no nothing. And then I know it's depressurized. So, yeah, when we were younger, my granddad had a farm. It wasn't a farm with animals. It was a vegetable farm. And we had dirt bikes and go-karts and all the fun things. And if we didn't go out to the farm to help pick vegetables and snap the beans and shell the peas and the butter beans and shuck the corn, we couldn't ride our stuff. And I hated it as a kid, and I swore, I said, I will never have a garden. I will never can. I'm never doing this dumb stuff. Here I am, killing it, because I love it. Chasing canning applesauce in one jar broke. Wow. Yeah, that has happened. I mean, I've never been burned by anything breaking. I've had jars break in my canner, but I've never gotten hurt. Yeah, I do applesauce and I do apple butter. Your friends come to you for their pickles and pickle beet tomatoes. I've never had pickle beet tomatoes, but I don't like beets. You use the old-fashioned canner. I have an old-fashioned canner. Matter of fact, it is so old that they don't even make the parts for it anymore. You like snapping green beans? Yeah, when we grow them out here, we've learned that if you put string up, they'll grow up. Same with our cucumbers. We take cattle panel and turn it like in a, I don't know, this way. And when you plant them, they'll grow up. And then all you have to do is walk under it and you can just pick all the cucumbers. Apple everything. I canned everything in season with my mom when I was young. I tell you, I love canning. I do a lot of apple stuff too. I did apple pie filling, which is good because if I want to bake an apple pie, all I got to do now is just open up a jar, dump it in the pie shell, and bake it. That's it. You know, ouch, damn, that was hot. I cannot believe I just touched that jiggler, knowing that I just took it off of the thing. And I just said I never burned myself. Well, those of you that's going to try the mustard, I can't wait to see. So, y'all know I have a share group. You'll have to post your pictures in there. This is now finally coming to an end. Still got a little steam coming up. I enjoy canning, and I enjoy when my mom comes over to can with me because she's a big help. She is a professional snapper and corn cob, getting the corn off the cob. And we have, let me see if I can find it. It's by Pampered Chef, the greatest tool ever that does the corn off the cob. This little tool here is the neatest tool ever. If I can get the dang thing off. You just push it down, and I mean, it gets it all the way down. The best tool ever by Pampered Chef. I need to get another one so when my mom comes over, we both can do that with the corn. All right, so that is done. And then all I do is just unscrew everything. And even the gauge here will tell me that it's back down to 0. But I will use my handy dandy little thing because I never know if the steam's going to come up and get me. All right. Oh, snap. I got to take this thing out. Because everything in here is hot. So I certainly don't want to touch any of that. And then just set them on the... I put them on a bath mat, as you can see. I just put it on a bath mat to catch the excess water. And once the lids start popping, that means that it's sealed, and then I can put it in the pantry. But I will let them sit on my counter after they snap or seal for 24 hours. Because like I said, it can take 12 to 24 hours before they do seal. And you'll hear them seal themselves. And if it doesn't seal, I won't get this big thing out. If one or two wouldn't seal, I would just get a little saucepan out, fill it with water, put it back in, let it boil for 15 minutes. Change the lid, or things that will cause it not to seal is if there's residue on the rim, or if I don't have the lid on there properly, if I have it a little cockeyed, it won't seal. But yeah, this is all to it canning. I enjoyed canning come winter. Yes, girl, yes. We can all spring and summer. I don't have to do anything but open a jar in the winter. And I like doing my chili. I like doing the ham and bean soup. I like doing chicken noodle soup or chicken and rice. The only thing is you don't want to put your rice or your noodles in if you're canning soup, because the rice and the noodles will absorb all the juice. So I just make everything in. If I'm doing chicken, say chicken and rice, I'll cook my rice and then just mix it in when I go to open the jar. It does, Cindy. It tastes so much better than store-bought. We have chickens, and after eating fresh eggs, I can taste the difference between a fresh egg and a store-bought egg. And a store-bought egg, those chickens, they do not free range. They say they're organic. They're not organic because they're all in, they don't let them come out of the coops. I mean, they're in these big, I don't even know how to explain it, because we have the chicken farm down not too far from us that they'll pay you to put it on your property, but you don't let them hens out to free range. No. You made ketchup? No. It's very simple for mustard. It's white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, your ground mustard, paprika, turmeric, garlic powder, a little bit of sugar, and that's it. I'm going to post the recipe. So I want to try ketchup because I'm a ketchup eater. Scott's the mustard eater. I'm the one that does the ketchup. I was hoping these were going to pop. But like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit. Scott will be able to put this up, and then I'll be able to push my oven back, my stove back, because I have to pull it out probably a foot from the wall because my canner won't fit under my microwave. Absolutely, Ruben. Thanks for hanging out with me. So, y'all, this is it. This is how you can the mustard. And it's done. It's all done. So, you can see it's thick now like mustard would be. It's not runny. So, yeah. I'm just waiting for it to pop the jars. And I know that it's sealed. Until they pop, I will not move them or put them anywhere. So, well, yes, I think it turned out to be a pretty color too. I think my mustard tastes better than store mustard. And y'all saw everything I put in it. The vinegar, the ground mustard, the paprika, the garlic, the salt, and turmeric. That was it. And a little bit of sugar. So, well, y'all, this is the end of the canning. I'm not going to make you hang out for these to pop. Because like I said, it could be 12 to 24 hours. You did, James. That's all right, my friend. You can always watch the replay. But we did mustard. Here, I'll hold it up so you can see it. Because it's still hot. We did mustard. We canned mustard. Once the fruits come in, start coming in over at the orchard and we go pick all of our fruits, and I will do a jelly. A replay isn't as much fun, but you gotta... No, they're not, because you just don't get to see me live, that's all. You are so welcome, Joanne. Thanks for hanging out. I so appreciate it. Yes, James. Do you like mustard, James? It's so easy to make, I promise. It's like 5, 6 ingredients. Let's see. Vinegar, the ground mustard, the salt, the turmeric, the paprika, and sugar. 7. Yeah, 7. So, well, y'all, this is it. Once these pop, and I know they're sealed, then I can put them away. I can't put them away yet because, and once they do, you hear the pop, I take my rings off. And the reason why I take my rings off is because I don't want a false positive. I don't want a false seal. I mean, I've had a jar that I would pop, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. It's good to go. Put it in the pantry, and I go open it months later. It didn't totally seal. When I took the ring off to use it, it was really a foul smell. Oh, that's right, garlic. You like mustard? It's easy to make. I'm going to post the recipe. I know you probably won't try to do it, James, but I know Chuck will. So, yeah, I forgot about the garlic, Scott. Yes, mustard is only done in a water bath. You send it to Chuck too? Yeah, with mustard, you don't have to pressure can it. All you have to do is water bath it. 15 minutes. That's it. The only thing that you have to pressure can is like your vegetables or meat. You want them pressure canned. He can't pick on anyone. I know. We'll see him less than 2 weeks. I'm staying positive. I'm going to be there. The rate everything's going with Scott, I'm hoping to make it. So that's for sure. Oh, hey, Scott, there's a hawk out there, because I know that ain't the eagle. But my chickens took off, so they're not going to get them. I did use my pressure cooker only to show people what you can do, but you don't have to. I only did it to show what this was for. It's up in the tree up there. I don't know what kind of hawk it is, but it's a big bird. That tree. You see it? I know he's got his dang phone on. So, but yes, Levon, I did use my pressure cooker, but you don't have to use your pressure cooker. You can use any pan, long as you water bath it for 15 minutes. It is a chicken hawk. Oh, it's a red-tailed hawk. I guess. I don't even know what kind of hawk it is. Oh, it is a red tail. Scott put up red tail. He's out there. And Meatloaf is out there. And y'all, we had a fox come in our yard. Meatloaf chased the fox out of the yard. I think he must have sensed the hawk, because he was laying out there suntanning. He is now up on his feet. I don't know if y'all can see him. I'll turn you around. Can you see him out there? Oops. There's Meatloaf. I don't know if y'all can see the hawk. He's right up there in the tree. Can you see that turd? All right, let me turn y'all around. Okay. No, it's not hard to make mustard, I promise. Or maybe I just scrolled down too much. Yes, Meatloaf is my boy. I was out there this morning with him. Maybe that was an old comment that I was reading. But no, it's not hard to make mustard. So, all right, guys. Well, this is it for my mustard making canning class. We'll have to do this, ouch, again when my vegetables come in. I know he's a big hulk. But we will do this again when my vegetables come in, because I do have them already started. I will, in my canning room, that's where my vegetables will go with the grow light. Have you seen the reel? Someone yell to get our chickens. You're welcome, James. Thanks for hanging out, even though it was just for a little bit. No, I have not seen that reel, but I can tell you we have a rooster, and he senses when there's something out of the ordinary, because he makes a horrible noise and the chickens will run. But Meatloaf will chase anything out of our yard. So we have not had to worry about no foxes or anything. The only fox they have to worry about is me. No, but Diesel, you're not going out. So, all right, guys. Well, this is the end. When I open a jar, I will show you what it looks like. Well, not when I open a jar, when Scott opens a jar. So now I'm just going to clean the rest of my kitchen up. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Remember, start your day with a smile. Be happy. Stay positive. Keep going. Until then, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Toodles!